let's talk about student success. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm going to be going over the bad qualities of students. And yeah, you're going to want to stick to the end for this one, because once I kicked these habits to the curb, I was able to turn my university experience around and like improve my like C-, C average to graduating top of my class in my undergrad. During that time, I also went international research placements and then scholarships throughout that time, which was pretty cool because no one likes to pay for school. And then I also was able to win a fully funded master's research placement program thing. I got into a full ride master's program, and then I also was able to win additional federal scholarships, which is really awesome. And that's because I kicked all of these bad qualities to the curb at the end of my first year. So do not worry if when you stick to the end and you hear these things and you're like, oh my God, I do all of these things, I am hopeless. Nah, don't worry. I did these things too, and I turned out totally fine. So you're gonna be totally fine as well. If you wanna know my tips and tricks about how to be a badass student, I made a video about that. I will link it down below or maybe in here. I'm not too sure where I'm gonna put it. Hopefully, anyways. And yeah, make sure you like this video if you find it valuable, or dislike it if you're just like, nah, this girl knows nothing. Comment down below so I can use them as data points to bring you more valuable content. And then please subscribe, because I'm bringing you a brand new video every single Tuesday and I'm so excited about it. So let's get started. My very first don't for university is disorganization. I remember one of the biggest things that threw me off in being able to meet project deadlines, plan out my schedule properly, be able to know what the heck is coming up and how to plan my life around exams or tests or due dates, was because I didn't know what the frick was going on in my classes. I would just like show up to class, maybe drunk, maybe hungover, maybe only focusing about the cutest guy that I was texting on Tinder or something, like, and then all of a sudden I found out that there was a 10-page paper due at the end of the week and I didn't even know what the topic was about. So make sure that, like, to avoid this disorganization, at the start of the semester, when you get the syllabus, like, go through it and like take points of what is due when and what you should be anticipating for the semester. Write them into your calendar, mark it on your phone, whatever you need to do to keep in mind, and then like have reminders about the progress that you should be making in order to meet those like syllabus requirements for you to do well in that class. And yeah, that's definitely like a very integral part to succeeding in university, because university isn't necessarily about being the smartest person and knowing absolutely everything. It's about being efficient and being able to like make cohesive points with the information that you have and make some eloquent statements here or there. And yeah, that's really the key to university. It's not about being the best. It's just having your stuff organized so you can make sure that you just deliver what you need to deliver by the due date. And if you do that, I promise that you're gonna do really well. Number 2, which is like something I still battle with and I feel like every single person on the planet battles with, is distractedness. Because I mean, every time this phone has this little vibrate, you're just like, ooh, a friend, I'm popular, or oh, maybe Jessica has finally let me know she wants to go shopping or whatever. I don't know. Whatever the frick is distracting you with your phone, oh my God, just put it away. During the lectures in first year, I'd always have my phone out and like always texting or whatever. And then by the end of my 4th year and like throughout my master's and stuff, I was so frustrated by students who had their phones out, because I was like, first of all, why are you here? Like, go away, you're distracting. Your distractedness is distracting for me. And then also it's just like, do you really think that the professor isn't going to notice? Like, by the time you're in your fourth year, your classes are likely pretty small, and like, this is all around disrespectful. And like, I'm sorry, your life probably isn't that important. And if it's something that is serious, like, maybe you shouldn't be in class. Maybe you should go out. I don't know. We've all gone through hard things. I get that. There's times where you need to have your phone, but just like freaking put it away. And then this is also applicable when you're actually studying or doing work. Like, there is nothing that makes the assignment and like project completion process longer than having your freaking phone with you. And like, honestly, when you are focused, when you have your like little like engagement with your phone for 20 minutes before or after you set a block of dedicated time to do work, like, your work process is so much faster and like more efficient, and your work is actually like pretty good quality because you're able to actually put all of your energy into it. So just do what you need to do to get into that zone and prevent distractedness, because people always think that multitasking is like, oh, I'm so good at multitasking. You can't actually focus on two things at once. So just focus on what you need to do, what you need to do when you need to do it, and then it'll be done faster, have better quality, and then you can do all those other things that you need to do. Okay, number 3 is disengagement. So you're like, what the frick is disengagement, Hannah? What are you talking about? Honestly, it is just like when you're doing the work or whatever, and then you're just like not taking the time to understand what the heck you're talking about. And if you like set aside time and you do actually like put away distractions and get the work done, but then you like all of a sudden you have like 5 pages of gibberish, and you're just like, you read it over and you're like, I don't even know what this means. Likely the reader or the person grading you also isn't gonna get what it means. So just like engage with the content, like engage with the theories, engage with like the criteria, like really understand what is expected of you and deliver that. So engage with the criteria means like the outline that they have for the project, go through that point by point and make sure that you have the best possible deliverable for that requirement. And then like as long as you do exactly what they are asking you to do, and you just make it look pretty, format your document nicely, talk to the professor about the assignment, or like show interest during class, like eye contacting, nodding your head when they like say something and you're just like, yeah, I feel you, but you don't necessarily have to. Yeah, you're gonna be able to like improve that so much better. This one, dependency on others, number 4. That means that like in order, like there's so many people that I meet that they're just like, oh yeah, I can't study without so-and-so, or I need to make sure that I'm in this group with this person because they are a good student and I want good grades, so I should just go with them. Oh my God, that happened to me all the time. I was always in groups with people who did not care, and it was the most frustrating thing ever. And like since then I've learned how to say no. Like when people are like, hey, let's work on a project together, I have learned to be like, no, I'm good about that. I'm gonna go work with the other nerds who sit at the front. Yeah, seriously, just the dependency on others, it's just gonna screw you over. Like if you need someone to do the work for you, or if you like hire someone through some like freelancing thing, yeah, you're not being a good student, you're not being a good person, you're not gaining anything from this experience. Why are you in university? Now, my last one that is a bad quality of a student is a bit more of a life thought provoker, and that is just general dissatisfaction. So like, if you are if you hate all of the classes that you're in for a semester, and all you want to do is like go to the frat parties or go to nightclubs on student night even though you have an exam the next day, or you hate your job and you hate school and you hate your living situation, you hate your roommates, and you hate your food, and you hate that you don't exercise, and you hate, and you're just so dissatisfied. Like, this goes so much more beyond like a bad student. Like, this is like a serious life things. And I just really suggest that you really understand why you're doing what you're doing. Like, I am a huge advocate for university. I think it's so important. And in it, like, if you're dissatisfied, remember your why. Remember why this experience is bringing you value. But I mean, it's your life, it's your choice. If you want to drop out, then like drop out. Or if you want to push through and like persevere and like completely change courses afterwards, that's totally cool. I mean, like, yeah, just like understand your why. And like, once you provide a little bit of context into like how this fits into your broader like life, and like once you put it into perspective of your entire life span, it's not going to be as bad. So like, just try to contain this dissatisfaction. Know that it's temporary. Like, if you're dissatisfied, take a break from everything and come back to it with a fresh mind when you understand your why. And like, once you like put things into little incremental tasks, it'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I really think that that's what you should do. Thank you for tuning in. Those are my 5 Ds, the 5 don'ts for what you should not do when you're in university. And if you do those things, I'm sorry, you're a bad student. But again, don't worry, you're not completely hopeless, and you can totally turn things around. If you want to know additional tips and tricks on how you can excel in university, make sure you check out my video titled, I think it's like advice for students or something, I can't remember. Yeah, check that out. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Comment down below if this was helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye!